Good morning, people. This is Z-Man Trucker. This is November 7th, 2018. I haven't posted a video in several months. I've had a lot going on in my life. And then on that note, I don't really have any great following. I have basically some friends and family that follow. But I'm continuing my trek across America. On my channel, you'll see a series of trucks, videos that started out in the Pacific West, and I'm working my way, hopefully, down to Miami, Florida. My big problem is I can't get short trips because of the 5,000 hours I have in this simulator. I'm classified as a long-haul trucker, so getting short routes is very difficult. And this route that I have right here is no different. This is a cat that I'm taking down to, or taking across to the coast, South Carolina. So this is one of those trips where I'll have to break it up into a couple of segments. So as I've mentioned to you, 5 minutes in real time is an hour and a half game time. So we'll drive for about 4 or 5 hours game time, and then I'll park it somewhere to get rest because I don't want the video to be too long. This truck you're looking at, I switched trucks when I got here to Houston. In fact, I just purchased this one. This is right out of the showroom. This is a Kenworth T680. It's stock. It's got a 500 horsepower engine, about 2,300 RPM, blah, blah, blah. It's got a 10-speed Eaton Fuller transmission. It's got a 308 gear on it. The only modifications I made is I put the bull bar on the front of the truck here, and changed my wheels and the rims. Other than that, the truck is basically stock right off the showroom. This is what she looked like on the inside. I had all dark. I picked the one with all dark interior. I did change the steering wheel. I have a different steering wheel. You can't see it because it's the shadow on the truck. You can't really see the color of the steering wheel, but when we get out on the road you'll see it. I generally don't drive a 10-speed. Over my 5,000 hours in the simulation, I generally stick to a 13-speed or an 18-speed, and I usually trick out my trucks. I'll have like 625 horsepower all the way up to 1,100 horsepower Cummins or Detroit diesel, whatever kind of engine I can get in it. And but what I have, the only other modification, this came off the showroom with a 220-gallon fuel tank. I switched it to a 300-gallon fuel tank. So anyway, we'll stop the blah blah blah, and take a little bit of ride for me, ride shotgun. And you know, like I says, I haven't posted in a while. I've had a lot of personal things going on in my life through the summer and the early fall here. So anyway, let's get going. We're going to be I'm heading to South Carolina, and I think right now we're going to get out of Houston and head into Louisiana. So let's get that to happen. Alrighty, let's make sure we got our air up to par here. Okay. Yeah, this is some kind of Caterpillar. I guess it's a shovel cat or something like that on there. We can take another quick look on the outside of it. So that's kind of what it is. Yeah. So anyway, let's head on out. As like I said, we're in Houston right now, and we're heading east. This is the first time for me to drive a 10-speed. Reason I picked up this truck, my son-in-law drives, and he just happened to got another truck. It's a T680 with a 10-speed. I don't know what engine he's got in it. I do know he has the 308 gear on it. So I just want to see how this does. I know how the other 13 and the 18 do, and but we'll see how this does for heavy hauls. At least I only have to shift 4 times, either low or high. The 13 speed, I actually have to hit the transfer button and move into 5th gear. I don't have to do it on this 10 speed. So, and I got a window popping up down below here. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Telling me I have low disk space on something I don't even have. In the game, Texas, parts of Texas, particularly down in this area, sort of northern Texas or up in the Panhandle, scenery's a little bit better than this. This is the whole United States map is developed by a third-party vendor, or developer rather. SCS has only made 4 states right now complete. And that's California, Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico, 5 states. So they are complete, and they're very intense. I already can see that I have to change gears at about 2,000 RPM while I'm in 3rd gear. And once I get into 4th gear, it takes a little bit of time to wind up to get up to speed. So I have a 75-mile speed limit here on, I think this could be Interstate 45. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen a sign. But it'll take me a while to get up to speed. Which, if I were driving this out in the Pacific West, be a real pain in the ass climbing mountains with this 10 speed and this gearing. But you can see Texas is sort of barren looking, and I think Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, parts of South Carolina, parts of North Carolina are, as I said, they're done by third-party developers, and they're the ones that made the whole continental United States complete. So a lot of barren areas in the game, but it's about driving trucks, and if you're out on the open road like this, you're not going to see a whole hell of a lot anyway. So. But we'll see where this is going to take us. So, game time, it's 18 hours and 9 minutes to South Carolina. So, that's probably about maybe 20 minutes, half hour real time. So like I said, I'll register. I'll get down to about 14 hours or 13 hours, and I'll close this first segment of this trip. I don't know why originally I had went from Childress, Texas down to Houston. Usually I would just go on into Dallas, Fort Worth, and then stay in the areas that are developed. I don't really know how far we are from the Louisiana border, but I'm sure there'll be signs letting me know when I'm getting into Louisiana. Yeah, this is basically the first time I've actually driven a stock truck. Like I said, with the exception of the wheels and rims and the steering wheel, the whole truck is basically stock. So that's the first for me. 5,000 hours in this game, and like I said, my classification is called Divine Champion. That's where my XP level is. Tells me what my experience level is. So, and there goes that low disk space pop-up window at the bottom. Only Windows can do that to you when you're doing a video. Boy, I hate Windows 10 with a passion. I mean, I can shut that off, but it requires me to temporarily shut the game down. Okay, we're now pulling into Louisiana. Welcome to Louisiana. Okay, so we've already driven 2 hours game time. Lake Charles. We just discovered Lake Charles. It's the first time I've been on this particular route. First time I've been over this bridge. This is Lake Charles. That little window I had up on the right side there, that's my game version of the electronic digital log that real truckers use. Mine's a little bit different. Gives me all the information about my truck, about my trip, what route I'm supposed to be taking, what's costing, the fuel, blah, 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 blah. So it tracks my progress in the game and saves that information in the data field. According to my fuel use, I'm getting 7.2 miles per gallon, which is pretty good considering most of the trucks I build average anywhere from 4 to 5 point something miles per gallon. Usually when I'm driving offline, I have a radio in the truck, but it downloads real world stations, and but Facebook and YouTube frown on copyright material, even if it's built into the game. They basically reject your videos if you have anything like that. So I can't play my radio while I'm driving. Otherwise, I'd have my country music on or my oldie moldies. Just passing Lafayette. There goes that damn pop-up again. That really annoys the hell out of me. And there's a ZLN Camaro right next to me here. Put my digital log back up for a second. Okay, we're down to 14 hours. Oh, another bridge. Let's see if she maintains her speed climbing. So I'm doing 73 right now. And that means I'm 2 miles over the speed limit. Okay, she's bogging down, 65, 64. Should go back up. I have it on cruise control, so we're just about to pass through Baton Rouge, or the outskirts of Baton Rouge. Speed limit 65. Better slow this bad boy down. I'll keep it at 68. Usually you don't hit 65 mile an hour speed limits till you get out on the East Coast, out on 95. Most of the country 70, Texas 75. All Arizona and New Mexico, that's all around 70. And until you get to California, and it's 55 for trucks. Okay, hopefully I'll find a place to pull over here shortly. Gas station, rest stop. I hate pulling off to the side of the road. But I want to keep this about 5 hours game time. That's like 15, 20 minutes real time. We're we're on Interstate 12. Oh, there's a rest stop up here. And we'll just pull off here and we'll call this video a day. Okay, people, you can make it. Go ahead. There's a rest stop over here. Nice dirty place to stop. Alright guys, that ends this segment 1 to South Carolina. So we're just outside of Baton Rouge, and we'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully you'll come back and follow along. Have a good morning.